Hello fellow gamers, Casual Player here. In this video we're going to talk about the steadily rising prices of GPU generation by generation. Well, not just Nvidia but AMD. Naturally, gamers have been outraged by these price increases from $700 1080 Ti to the 2080 Ti and the 3090 Ti and now the 4090. In a matter of 8 years, prices have more than doubled. Although Nvidia and AMD will most likely go on a winter with their GPU sales this 2022 due to mining cards flooding the market, thus will cause an oversupply of GPUs, Nvidia is still trying to push the limit on what prices the high-end gamers are willing to spend with a specific volume in mind. Let's say Nvidia will say, we want 500,000 units sold for the 4090, and if we can achieve that one, maybe we can still raise prices next generation, or if we achieve 300,000 units, then let's stay at $1,600, and if it goes below that, like 200k, let's lower it a little bit for the MSRP. That's just an example though. This kind of feels like when I was young, bicycles are just, I don't know, $10, but now there are bicycles that are more than $10,000. Now, why is this happening? Here are 5 reasons why. First of all, we got law of supply and demand. We all know what happened to the crypto mining boom. We've seen it. The demand shoot off the charts and supply cannot catch up. Bam, GPU prices almost quadrupled at some point. Though that one was quite rare, usually this happens over a period of time. It was unlike that mining craze that it was going up week by week and month by month. That was just because of crazy high demand. Another thing is that if the world can mint a new billionaire every week, then there might be hundreds of gamers are also minted to buy the newest shiniest GPUs per week. Since the number of rich people are also growing with each passing day, so gamers better do our best to get more dough to keep buying these GPUs. Because no matter you buy today or you buy the next gen, you are only prolonging your agony of not having the GPU you wanted. The balance of the supply and demand will eventually reach equilibrium, and if you can't afford it, you really can't afford it. We come to reason number 2, it's next generation. The next generation will always grow up with higher prices. So the old generation will say the 1080 Ti is fantastic card, fantastic price, performance, overclocking, it's the best generation so far. But the new generation who only grew up with the 2080 Ti and its ridiculous pricing, they would be the ones who are happy that the 3080 and the 3080 Ti are reduced in price, although there was the 3090 of course. And now on the 4000 series, they will say that just almost the same as the 2000 series with a little price increase, this will happen whether we like it or not. It is like when we are young and our parents used to say that things were cheaper way back then. Next one, we go to reason number 3, and that is inflation. Well, it's self-explanatory, right? Not so much. Most of us refer inflation to average inflation, so if we are talking about averages, then we are sure that some of them are inflating higher than others. Like Coca-Cola prices try their best to be steady. GPU's inflation is way over the average, because for now GPU is not counted as a commodity. Unless you're a creator, graphics cards are viewed as luxury. Fourth reason is technology. With all the AI advancements Nvidia has, they probably have a piece of statistic on their hands that says how many of us use the GPU for gaming and mining, or mining alone or gaming only. With that tech, they can determine the law of supply and demand faster, so they can adjust their prices as they see fit. Last reason is that graphics cards on the older days are only used for gaming, but now we have creators, miners, and even architects. Well, even the architect students use it, so all these are contributing to the price. Nvidia is doing its best to reach a much diverse use for their graphics cards so that they will not rely only on gamers. Those are the 5 reasons on why GPU prices are going up over time. But don't worry, because there are also reasons why you don't need to upgrade. Well, for one is that if you are playing the same game and you're enjoying the frame rates, of course there's no need for you to upgrade. You can like invest that money, and maybe when it's time for you to get a real upgrade for newer titles, maybe your return on investment can cover the GPU cost. You can also counter these increases by supporting your tech channels that support lower prices for GPUs. Well, that is like, almost all of them. Linus, Hardware Unbox, Gamers Nexus, and many more. Because most of them are doing their best to drive the prices down, and that's positive for us gamers. If you support these channels, you can prolong the increases because the gamers will rally behind them in their quest for cheaper GPUs. And that is it for this video. Please support my small channel if you like the video. Have a great day, gamer.